Hi, this is Jan from Log Cabin Leather, and today I'm here to talk about my year 2022 in review. I know since COVID, a lot of us have been struggling. It's been tough. We haven't been able to, in-person sales and so forth had diminished, especially during COVID. But I do have to say, for me, 2022 really was a comeback year for me. A lot of people seem very excited to get out. I know people say the economy now and people don't have the money. I really did not find that. People seem to want to get out. They wanted to spend money. They're maybe a little more frugal about what they're spending it on and so forth. But if they find something that they really like and really inspires them, they don't mind spending the money, is what I found. So this video, really, I'm going to talk about what happened in 2022 for me. This happened to be my best year so far. And again, I started in 1977. Now, again, things have changed over the years. I really tried to work on my marketing this year and my increasing my online sales, which I have. I did increase the people on my email. I'm trying to get repeat buyers. Again, in craft shows, I seem to be getting that. The same people, same locations. I'm going to talk about what my best shows were. And so forth. So kind of the best of everything this year. And then a little bit about what's happening going forward. Next week, I'll talk more about that. But this is more about the best. So again, I did about 18 craft shows this year. Craft shows are my primary way of selling my items. And most of my shows were in New Hampshire. I did a couple in Maine. York and Kittery, which is about an hour and 15 minutes around here. But I was staying closer to home a little bit. My husband has some medical issues. I don't like to be away from him for too long, and so forth, and always returning home at night, things like that. So, did closer to home. I'm working really on trying to increase my online sales for that reason. This next year is really up in the air, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do any shows at all, which is, it is what it is. But I'm trying to increase my online sales in that case. So I was successful at that. Maybe not as successful as I would like to be, but yet it still was the best. Again, in general, most of my shows were up this year from other years. I did try some different venues, and of course, weather plays into outdoor shows. And I'm here in New Hampshire, and we can have a 50-degree change in temperature from morning to evening, or from midday to afternoon. I mean, it can change rapidly here, so you never know what to expect. Wind was an issue with some of them. High temperatures, 95, who wants to be shopping in the hot sun? Things like that. So it does affect the shows. But overall, they were good. My best location is really Meredith, New Hampshire. I've been doing shows there for over 30 years in this one location. And, I do another one that's pretty much on the same street in August, and one in Memorial Day weekend. So that location is really my best location. But my best show actually surprised me because it was the powwow I do at Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum, which is a museum, if you've watched any of my other videos, that I'm associated with, that I work at, that influences a lot of my products, which is, again, I think why that location was good for me, because things like the feather jewelry is more of a, maybe a native style and so forth. So it was more appealing to that audience. So again, finding more of my target audience. So my best sellers this year were my feather jewelry. My butterfly jewelry has been very popular. So the necklaces and the earrings. So I have and those are kind of the 3D and earrings to match. And of course the feather jewelry, I have earrings to match. Now, I have them in a lot of different sizes, and I have them in a lot of different colors. So moving forward for 2023, I'm going to narrow down on the selection I have, because that makes it hard for some people. They have too many choices. And then the confused don't buy. They walk away because there's too many choices, so they don't know what to pick. So I'm going to narrow down on lengths and colors and so forth like that. So at the end of the year, I will be having a clearance sale. Get on my email list if you want to find out about that, so you can get the best deals of things that I'm probably not going to create again. If I do, they're for a limited time. They're going to be put away for, if I don't sell them off, they're going to be put away, archived for a while. So the feather jewelry, the butterfly jewelry have been good sellers since I started producing those lines. But overall, for the last 40 years, my best sellers have been my belts. And people are really starting to come around to the fact that You can't beat a good quality leather belt. You know, a lot of people have gone the Walmart version and have to keep replacing them. Once they've bought one of mine, they realize, hey, this lasts. I don't have to replace it. I'm getting more return customers on belts, not because they need a new belt, but because they love the quality and they maybe want it in a different color. They have it in a brown and they want it in a black. I do make the solid color ones, which again, are pre-dyed. I don't dye those. I have 6 different colors of solid color belts, 6 or 7, because I have navy blue sometimes too, but black, different shades of reddish brown. But I also have the tooled belts, which are what make my belts unique. My use of color, my designs are all my own creations, and people love those. If that's your style, people really love those. And the fact that I custom fit them, the quality, they're going to last. So belts have always been my best sellers. I fit it to the size you want it to be. You know, no matter what that is, you tell me, and that's the size I'm going to make it. Holes on either side of that. You know, I have on my website how to measure them, all that. So that belts have always been my best seller, and I'm sure will continue to be. Online, those on my website in general are my best sellers. On Facebook, I had some success selling this year too, and the jewelry was some of the success. And my backyard wildlife collection, which was my holiday collection I launched this year. Each year I do 3 collections, so this next year again it's going to be belts, jewelry, and a holiday collection. So the backyard wildlife collection really started with more the home decor. I was doing these feathers, and again, this is the shape of a hummingbird feather, showing has the cutout with the flowers, and then the bird is on top of that, so kind of gives it dimension. So again, the bird is actually sitting on the log and sitting on that branch here. It's separate from the branch, and that's the blue bird and the shape of its feathers. So see different shapes. So those are, you know, a little bit larger. And so then I realized for my holiday collection, I shrunk these down and made these smaller, and so I made them more in ornament size. So, and I had about, I think 10 different birds. Trying to limit things to like 10 in a collection. I think the larger feathers, I actually had more of those to begin with. Let me see if I can hold these up. So, tags from these shows, this past show I had to have. I hate these tags. I was getting in the way. But so the smaller versions, so more ornament size. So these were a real hit this season. And again, I was selling these faster than I could make them. So this was my most successful product line altogether. And I also had some ornaments like this that has the bird, you know, the 3 different birds on it sitting. Again, it's dimensional. Things like this. I had the moose. I had a bear. I have an eagle one. I have loon. So different ones like that. So my collection of ornaments and home decor, really, because I really consider these home decor. A lot of people are buying them to, you know, hang up and use year-round. That collection I launched a little bit earlier, that size, a little bit earlier than the holidays. So those were my most successful collections. Those collections, in some part, will continue next year. So the holiday collection, again, will change up. The butterfly and jewelry collection is going to change up. I'm going to, again, 3 launches a year, so the spring one will be the wing things, which will have some bird earrings and so forth in it, and some butterfly wings are what I'm thinking. So that might be the first collection. The second collection is probably going to be belts, so new hand-tooled belt designs. And the third collection will be the holiday collection and so forth. So that's my plans for moving forward. I hope to be doing a live video every week. I'm going to probably try to put a poll on what days and times are the best. I'm thinking either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more towards evening when more people are home. But again, things get busy then, so I'm really not sure when to do them. I mean, I was for a while doing them at like noontime or something, and I did have a following then, but since COVID, that does not work for people and so forth. That's because people are homeschooling and so forth then. So I'm not sure if that would work again. I'm not really sure where to go for there. So moving forward, that's a question I'll be asking. But if you want to find out what I am doing and so forth, join my email. There should be links in different places depending on where you're viewing this, where you can join my email, and then you'll find out about my live sales and special promotions. And of course, you get the best deals and discounts if you're on my email list because you become a VIP. That's going to wrap it up for now. Thank you very much. Jan, Log Cabin Leather by Jan. Have a great day and happy holidays. Bye.